Big improvements could be coming to a Roswell road, but some residents say the proposed plans are not that helpful. Atlanta News First Chelsea Bimeford joins us live on Grimes Bridge Road tonight to explain what's going on here, Chelsea.
Well, guys, basically a state-funded roadway project could bring a lot of traffic to this pretty residential area, and some neighbors say the city's solutions simply aren't good enough for them.
It's not fair to us.
The Georgia Department of Transportation is building express lanes on Georgia 400. Essentially, they will dump right onto Grimes Bridge Road in Roswell, and these neighbors are not happy about it.
Yeah, we're going to be stuck with a lot of traffic.
That's why city leaders are proposing a series of plans to help mitigate the congestion, which includes adding things like roundabouts and turn lanes. They held a meeting Monday night to gather public input.
Because I've asked folks this evening, what do you hate? What do you love?
Most residents we spoke with said they hate the plans.
This project is so horrendously designed.
Jason Yowell is the sole remaining member of the Roswell Transportation Advisory Committee. He says the rest of the board resigned last week because
The mayor has ignored our recommendations.
Yowell says most residents the advisory board surveyed opposed roundabouts because they will impede upon some people's property. Others would also like to see narrower roadways to help reduce speed. One man even told us off camera he would like the express lanes to dump out onto another roadway altogether.
It's not a slam dunk. What's proposed tonight is not the final answer. We really want to make sure we take into consideration what our residents have to say.
And Councilwoman Hill says realistically it could be years before they break ground on any part of this project here on Grimes Bridge Road. Reporting live in Roswell tonight, Chelsea Bimeford, Atlanta News First.
Thank you.